Yo, it's cool times. Gang gang to my cats. Sup to all my ducks, it's your boy the American Sniper, aka the Bradley Cooper of NFTs. We're talking Solana passive income project. I like sitting in this chair, sitting on my ass and making money. Don't you? And fuck it. If you like and comment and subscribe to this video, maybe I'll give out a generous robot which has a 15 soul floor price to somebody who does that below. So comment, like, if you want 15 soul. All right, snipers, we had a huge call a couple months ago. January 26th, I talked about DGods at a 6 soul floor price on this channel. There's actually a new remix coming out to the Gunna and Future song, Pushin' P. It's called Pushin' A, and it's by Bradley Cooper because this is currently at an 87 soul floor price. You're up like, I don't know, 15,000 bucks if you bought a couple. Let's pick up the pace, boys. Let's keep at it. Let's find the next huge passive income projects. Because why did DGods blow up? Look, we missed it, but why did it blow up? Let's analyze why this blew up. Well, it was because of the deflationary mechanics of the dust token, the dust protocol, which you can use to win prizes, to upgrade your DGod, to mint other projects in a launchpad sense. So let's find projects that fit this same mold. And I think this is the next big banger, guys. Cursed Labs, whitelist, mint only. So you're gonna wanna get on the whitelist, but if you can't, again, we saw DGods was at a 6 soul floor like a month after it minted, and then there's still a lot of runway. So let's say you don't have a whitelist spot. Don't come at me and be like, oh bro, you didn't let me know early enough. All right, I'm sorry, my bad. Hey, letting you know now so that you could pew pew on secondary. Drops in 1 week, Cursed Labs. So here's what we go. It's DAO driven, there's a docs team. 80% of the net revenue goes back to the holders. One cool thing is they are doing a bunch of stuff with Airbnb. It's not an official partnership, but they're trying to have the holders redeem vacation rewards. There's state-of-the-art staking for their token. Just like Dust, this is Zion token, and their cursed token, this is Cursed Labs, their cursed token is currently at 20 soul floor price. That's bullish. If you buy a Cursed Labs, you could see from the black paper here, not the white paper, the black paper, that 50% of the 80% of the net profit that's going back to investors, 50% will be airdropped at USDC. That's just cash for you guys. And then 30% is a set rate of Zion staking yield. Resold mint price. This is high. But again, if it does have the upside of something like a DGods, then certainly that is worth it. And so the cursed token, which I talked about earlier, that was entrance into the Cursed DAO. That minted at a 2 soul floor price. That's up to 20 soul, so we've already 10x. 5,000 of these Cursed Labs, different than the tokens. Honestly, there's a lot of really cool stuff in this black paper. I'm not gonna spend a whole video talking about it, but definitely worth the read on their website to see how the liquidity pool is working and the community funds are working, and a really detailed roadmap that they've already started to knock down some of these objectives. They're already starting to execute. I really like that one. Here are some ones you can grab right now on secondary. This is Zankoku Labs. The fairies are currently sitting at a 7 soul floor price. 73 listed, which is pretty solid. And it's essentially a degen play too. I know it looks like a QPFP, but it's also a degen play because it allows users to use Solana to play double or nothing, which sounds right up my alley as somebody who's probably a gambling addict. So you pick which fairy is going to win in these matchups. ZF collects about a 4% fee each battle. This distributes back to all holders, so you can make money for yourself and you can passively make money even if you're not betting double or nothing yourself. Okay, another Solana passive income project with, you know, a nice floor price, a little tasty floor price for you guys to get into right now is Solana Puppy Pound. And in 3 days, you can actually use your Gen 1 to burn and get a 3D puppy. So your companion with 2D will get 240 treats. Again, the treats is the token. It's kind of like the dust protocol like we talked about with the DGods, or not companion 120 treats per day. So a 2D pup is not required to mint though. So you can still get the 3D pup. You can buy the Gen 1 as well and get, you know, burn it to get the companion. There's a lot of game theory involved here, but this is something you can get on the next couple days or buy in on secondary. Somebody made this list here. This is the a comprehensive guide to the best Solana NFT passive income rankings for small floor price project. Honestly, I think this is a little skewed to highlight Solana Puppy Pound because it's kind of picking and choosing the small floor prices here. But basically, you're making, you know, 3 3 to 4 SOL price for the Solana puppies right now. You're getting, from what I've heard, you're getting about $5 to $6 a day. That's pretty solid. You're not going to make your money back in a couple days or anything like that, but if these things continue to multiply and the floor price keeps growing and there's more activity with the staking, this is something that could definitely go higher up. Like I said, under 4 SOL right now. The thing that's really bullish is there's 4,000 of these. Only 67 are listed right now, so there's definitely a supply squeeze happening. And it's a risky protocol staking game. So the ins and outs kind of remind me of like Wolf Game. That's what Risk Protocol essentially was. The fact that you're risking a value asset, whether that's the treat token or even your PFP, to gain more. Art kind of reminds me of Doge Pound. These things have actually had some pretty good activity on them as well. Yeah, just in the past couple hours, no really above floor sales, so it looks like rarity's not really a big deal when it comes to the Solana Puppy Pound, but yeah, these are flying pretty quickly. Also wanted to shout out Generous Robots DAO. I've talked about this project before. They've kind of been killing it low key. 16 SOL floor price, 5,000 of these, 42 listed. I've had them on my Twitter Spaces, talked about them in a YouTube video before, but now breeding is going to be live soon. So not only can you use your Genesis robot to get into the DAO, which is great for alpha and all that, but there's 2,750 available for breeding to get one of these space robots, and then you're also going to be able to mint some if you don't have the Genesis. So what do you need for actual breeding? You need 2 Gen 1 robots and 500 gear. So gear is the token that is powering their economy, which you've been staking for. So this is actually great utility in my opinion. It's not super revolutionary, but they're following kind of like a Boryoku Dragons or a Cyber Kongz system where you have a token like nanas, like bananas, and then you have a supply that you're using to breed baby cyber kongs from the OG ones. So you're doing the same thing here for the space robots, which, by the way, look pretty fucking cool, not gonna lie. And I'll go back to the Solana NFT passive income rankings here because we talked about Zankoku. Also, Generous Robots with a 60-day lockup. I mean, pretty great entry point right now, considering this is one of the higher tokens out there right now. And honestly, I think they have ways to ensure long-term price stability. Besides just the, earning the gear tokens, there's also strong burn mechanics with the IDO and VC funding. So I think we see a stable pricing here. Love the tokenomics. We've seen the floor price shoot up since staking went live. This is a project I've been bullish on for a while. Also want to shout out a project I talked about before on the channel, Sea Shanties, one of the strongest liquidity pools out there right now. They recently had their Citizens Mint, which sold out quick as fuck. They have their TRTN token, which you can use to earn passive income. It's a deep sea gamified DeFi economy built to last around that currency. A $1 million plus liquidity pool, making this one of the strongest in Solana. So you had this original Sea Shanties, which were like the houses, and then you have the citizens now, which look pretty cool. I always vibed with the Genesis project here, which were the kind of houses, the SpongeBob type bikini bottom type houses here. 13 SOL floor price on these right now, only 49 listed out of the 3,000. Again, they have a couple other collections. If this is too high of a floor price for you to get into right now, kind of reminds me of like a CB creep. So they have like the Genesis here, the Citizen sitting at a 5 SOL floor price. That's pretty tasty. And then the pets at 11. So even if you thought that like the 13 SOL floor price for the Genesis was, the houses was a little high, think of all the value adds that they've been able to give to their holders has been tremendous. It reminds me of CB Creeps, where they had like at one point like 10 different collections in the top 100 on OpenSea. What really makes this super valuable too is they have this stacking feature where you can earn a 4x multiplier when you stake and just loop it all back around. Wanted to shout out DAO, the DGods DAO. They picked up 2 Soul Citizens, Sea Shanties Soul Citizens. They'll be raffled for dust. So that's why dust is becoming so valued, is because they're giving, their consumers the ability to buy and mint different projects with the dust. And one of the things they're, find valued are the sea shant. Damn, that's tough to say. Sally sells, she sells down by the seashore. It's like that tough, like sea shanties Sea Shanties Soul. And then you see like the opposite worked here where the DAO acquired DGods for 82 Soul, which was a good pickup because now it's at an 89 Soul full price, but they're raffling that off for their token. So these are all your big Solana passive income projects and they're all seemingly working together right now. Speaking of working together, FTX US sponsors this channel and the video, and they are one of the most legit companies out there. I don't want to slander any other ones, but like, what's going on with Coinbase? Are they ever going to launch their marketplace? Meanwhile, FTX US just joined Yuga Labs as an investor in Yuga World, Yuga Land, the Metaverse that's probably going to take over the world. Use my code below. It's the cheapest place to buy crypto. It's the most legit place to buy crypto. Use my code below, FTX Gang. And that's the video for today, snipers. Thanks for watching. If you want to be a part of my community, if you want to be a part of my Discord, make sure to go to Only Snipers on OpenSea, Snipe one on secondary, be part of the gang. We have a bunch of crazy stuff going on. We've been giving out whitelist spots for Whiskers, Boki, all the big projects, but most importantly, with 999 other snipers, you get to say, gang, gang.